We're back.
The unenlightened masses, they cannot make the judgment call. Give up free will forever, their voices won't be heard at all.
It's time for more Turbo Overkill. Welcome in, Flame. So, real quick, I mentioned yesterday that I'm pretty sure all the achievements we've gotten for beating levels are movie titles. Yeah, I was thinking yesterday, when we go through the game and we see the arcade machines, they feature Monster Bash fairly prominently, and none of the other games, I'm pretty sure, are real games. And I was thinking, like, you can't have Duke Nukem, understandable, Gearbox owns that now. But, like, yeah, what about Biomenace? So currently we have 6 levels done, 6 achievements. First Blood, the original Rambo movie, of course. Point Break, starring Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze. Hard Boiled, the classic John Woo movie, starring Chow Yun-fat. Police Story, which, of course, Jackie Chan. Predator, which is, of course, a reference to the Epstein documentary. And the only one that breaks the trend is the one we got for the last level we beat, called I Am the Law, which isn't the name of a movie as far as I'm aware. It is the catchphrase of Judge Dredd, as shouted quite often in the Stallone Judge Dredd movie. So as we go forward, I want to try and actually keep an eye on what the achievements for levels are. Flame, nobody else knows who Snake Logan is. There's also, actually, we go back to the achievements, a very shocking downward trend in the number of people who have completed levels, which isn't all that uncommon. Like, we look at any game with achievements on Steam, and it's rare to find anything that 100% of players have done. I remember when I was playing, I picked up the Tomb Raider 1 to 3 remaster when it first came out, and I beat the Tomb of Koalapek. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the 4th level. And the Steam achievement popped up, and it was 100% of players have achieved this. And I posted on the Discord, like, how crazy is it that everybody who has bought this game on Steam has done this, and not just let it sit in their library? That number has gone down since then. Like, it has absolutely gone down. So we got 69.8% of players have done the first level, 61.1% of players have done the second level, and then by the time we get to the 6th, it's less than half. 30.9% have done the 6th level, which is crazy. When are we getting that Night Dive Biomenace remaster? Did that Duke Nukem 1 and 2 remaster get a release outside of the Evercade? So let's do this. That's a shame, because I could have been talked into playing them if they had. Restart the level entirely so we can rewatch that opening cutscene.
Sir, could use some more assistance here.
You know, Sam, you could probably just fly away. I'm not getting an Evercade. They have absolutely no use for an Evercade. Alright, let's get back into the feeling of this. Beyond that, I don't have a whole lot of interest in playing the original Duke Nukem games anyway. Like I say, I could have been convinced to pick them up to stream them if the remasters were available. There we go. I don't think I need more damage off that right now. Don't take damage while dashing. It's not a bad one. Do I have anything to replace it with, though? No. Hey, Panda. Hope you're ready for some incredible violence. So, Flame, here's a thought I was going through yesterday while I was playing this. The platforming in this is better than Doom Eternal. I played Time to Kill. Like, when we were doing the Year of PlayStation, I forget if you were here for that. Like, for that specific stream. But, like, I played Time to Kill for the length of a full stream. Oh, you're not ready for this violence. Boing. Not a high tier. It's not. But, like, given just how good pretty much everything else about Doom Eternal is, I feel like they shouldn't have been outclassed in platforming by what is essentially an indie game. And I think a lot of it comes down to speed. Hello. I thought this wall running was going to be way worse than it was, and it's been so clean. Gotcha. Boom. Like, it feels so fucking good. One more stream than I should have given Time to Kill. Time to Kill's not bad. Like, it's really not. The crazy thing is, like, I'm playing this on a controller, and all I've really done, because, like, you weren't here when I reset the controls, all I've really done is remapped jump to the right thumbstick instead of A, and chainsaw slide to the left thumbstick instead of X. And, like, I'm able to do almost all of my movements without taking my hands off the analog sticks now.
Welcome, my fellow truth seekers, to another report from the depths of the underground. I'm calling out from the shadows to shed light on the dark underbelly of Paradise's most powerful corporation, TerraTech. Tonight, I wish to expose TerraTech's disregard for ordinary citizens and the havoc wreaked by their irresponsible use of the now rogue artificial intelligence program called Sin. Brace yourselves, my friends, for the truth is about to be unleashed.
Yeah, so, like I said last time, for some reason there are no subtitles over any of the data discs. Like, ugh. So, when they come up, I either have to stop talking, or we don't get the backstory. Oh, I'm definitely gonna die here, aren't I? Excellent. Maybe your launcher's going well, Panda. Well, here we go. Oh, there's a respawn. Didn't realise that. Well, no secrets down there. Bitchin'. Not yet. They promise it will be, though, soon. Very soon. I'm super excited to play Sim Reloaded. Like, that might be a game, like, depending on how well it comes out, which, like, even though it's Night Dive, I'm going to wait until the reviews for it are out. Yep, missed that. Because of, like, just how long it's been waiting for it, there's got to have been some trouble with it. And you cannot guarantee it wasn't technical trouble. Though I doubt it, Sin ran on the Quake 1 engine, didn't it? But, like, wait for the review scores to come out, and then if the reviews are good, like, if it's a good remaster, like, we'll probably play that immediately. I need Clem to see the ultimate woman he will die trying to fix. Because you know he would try to fix Alexis Sinclair. And you know exactly what happens to anybody who thinks, hey, maybe I have a shot with Alexis Sinclair. Quake 2, there you go, thank you. Yeah, the entire art design of this game is phenomenal. Like, I love this rainy cyberpunk aesthetic. He would let her ruin him. I don't think he would be happy with the way she would ruin him. Like, Clem is not ready for Alexis Sinclair. Get a bit of a run-up. Not for any real reason. It's not like I have momentum beyond, you know, just like moving full speed. I'm sorry, boys, I missed. Let me fix that. It's kind of weird how Sin just completely disappeared after how much attention it got back in the day. Like, why did Sin have an animated movie? Nasty. Yeah, there's a lot of verticality in this, even just through standard combat arenas. One for everybody. It's great. Yeah, there was Sin episodes. Like, there was Sin, there was... Wasn't there an expansion and then Sin episodes? Even though Sin episode was Sin episode. Episode 2 never came out, right? I'm not misremembering that. Man, I'm gonna play the shit out of Sin. So I was looking at Blood Refresh Supply again today, and like with the Steam Spring sale on, it's on sale. It's 25% off. And it's like, you know what? I'm probably just never going to play this now. Like, if I decide I do want to play through Blood desperately enough, I'll probably just get M-Blood. Emergence, yeah. That's a shame, because Sin Episode 1 looked really cool. You ever watch the Game Dungeon episode on Sin? Ross's Game Dungeon? That was a good one, it was a good episode. When Ross is really interested in a game, he goes kind of above and beyond with a lot of the stuff. And so, like, he got in contact with the composer of the music and got, like, the music files to distribute. Which is really cool, because some good music. Oh, hello. Can't forget all of you. I recommend going through it, Flame. It's a good video. He goes through Sin and Sin Episode 1. Talks about the plans they had, like how he got in touch with the composer and the composer gave him the music files to distribute. Well, I've said before, and I know you're always concerned about it, Flame, but just as a reminder, I do have Wolfenstein 09 on PlayStation 3. But I have it, and it'll be played sometime. Damn. Hello. Alright. Am I gonna do third person?
Just don't
No.
scratch me this time, all right?
No, I'm not.
Still trying to locate the signal source of Artifact Zero. It appears to be moving fast throughout the city. It will take more time to locate its exact position. There are
That's a
some
sky
signal
box.
scramblers nearby that are interfering with my systems. If we can destroy the scramblers, I should have a better chance of pinpointing Artifact Zero.
Is this harder to do in first person than it would be in third? Yes. Am I going to stick to first person anyway? Yes. Well, I'm not saying we're going to jump into Wolfenstein 09 immediately. But I'm saying it's there. And, like, it will probably end up being done at some point. Where are the chains? Damn, did you see the chains? Oh, there they are. Alright. Good thing I parked here. Beautiful. Don't like how dark this is. Nah, too scattershot. No. Oh, those are the things I need to hit the brain. Looks like a Macron could live in it. Looks like something. Oh, hey, I can bring my car in here. I did not even think about that. I was like, yeah, let's just go in on foot. I think I've glitched the game. Alright, let's go. But yeah, there's plenty of stuff to do. Indie games, classic games, new games I haven't played before, games I have played before. This game's so cool. Don't think you say that. You probably haven't seen the Halo playthrough I did with Clem, where we spent a significant amount of time trying to get the Warthog into the Silent Cartographer. Anything else want to make a shot? Please don't ask me to play Descent. I don't think my blood pressure could take Descent. That's not true, like, I would respect the fuck out of Descent, I just would not be good at it. I mean, doors locked. God damn it, Flame. I think the weirdest thing about swimming in this game is how you go up by jumping, but you don't, like, raise by jumping, you jump underwater. There we go. Really? Can't shoot those? That's no good for range. Sam, bring the car around. You wanna try that again, big guys? Oh, hello. Ooh. Spicy. I don't even have the upgrade. Like, there's the upgrade you can get that makes the chainsaw slide more powerful. I do not have it equipped. Like, I feel like it would be excessive. I might equip it at some point. Hello, Sam. I'm sorry, was somebody shooting me? Do you regret your life choices yet? Look how excessive this whole thing is, though. Like, oh yeah, you can fly the car throughout these huge levels. Did this need to be in the game? No. Is it awesome? Yes. This is how games become legends. Alright, there's that naked hologram lady again. A staple of any cyberpunk cityscape. Oh, that's an invisible wall. Why am I going at 14 miles an hour? You can have some of that. Somebody's shooting something at me. Where are they? Is it you, motherfuckers? How much is that in normal metrics? I don't know, it's probably like 20 kilometers. Right, I'm going in. Well, this was a mistake. Alright, so that's a key. I want the key. How do I get in there? Tell the children it's a cheat day today and you're gonna watch Cyberpunk Inspiration Mecha-Chrono. Teach you all about the history of Cyberpunk. And then assign them William Gibson's Neuromancer as homework. Did not realise the tail ran on its own. It says if you have students in the class right now. Do it anyway. Go around, find any student you can and tell them that they have to read Neuromancer. There we go. More students study history with Daikatana. But Flame, why not with Duke Nukem Time to Kill? 70 stream watch streak. Oof. I'm gonna stream while you're asleep. Alright, where is that key? Up there. That's not a key. But that brings up the point. I did see a key. I did see a crate and I didn't get the key. I remember when I was in school, they had rewards for students who maintained 100% attendance throughout the year. And I always felt like it was bullshit. Because, like, you can't help if you're ill. You're essentially being punished for being ill. If our work doesn't get done, then come and hang out with me, your buddy, mecha-chrono. We were talking about how much you're going to appreciate Alexis Sinclair when Sim Reloaded comes out. Right, I did see a crate, didn't I? That's what you're doing. Good. Good. Where was that crate? So how you doing, Clem? Look, I have a chainsaw in my leg. I can slide into people with my chainsaw leg. Where did I see that crate? I know I see one. Good. I don't think I've missed any of the crates so far, and I really don't want to start now. Planet Terror, but, you know, without Bruce Willis. So are you expected to just sit behind a desk until... It's probably down here. Are you expected to just sit behind a desk until kids show up for you to teach? Like, you're not allowed to be doing anything else? Change your contracts, get paid per kid. Ugh. At that point, you end up with a situation like when writers were being paid per word. Where the fuck was this box? Yeah, it'd be yikes for Klim, but also, like, you'd end up with a situation where all the teachers would be effectively fighting over kids that to teach. And then they also inevitably would not end up teaching them properly. Can't leave the classroom. Well, fortunately, you have your phone on you. And me on your phone. The best entertainment. Where is this fucking box? You'd go for Flame first. As many people would. He does provoke aggression in a lot of people. Alright, put me back in my car. Clem, I have a car. Okay, so I figured out how to raise and lower myself. That's good. Tutorial did not tell me that. Oh, how Iabrea saved Christmas. Christmas had already happened. Iabrea saved New Year's. Look how good I am at flying this thing, though. Right, I'm gonna just assume that the crate has been lost to the ether. Alright, let's go. People deserved it for living in New York. I wonder if the goo stuff, Eve turning people into goo, would have spread to New Jersey. Alright, never mind, progress. Hello. Chainsaw slide. See how cool that is, Clem? Beautiful. Alright, where am I going? Down? Good thing I have robot legs. Okay, so these laser lines are death. We know that now. Honestly, I'm amazed how well this controls on controller. Thanks for popping in, Clem. We'll see you later for Final Fantasy V. Alright guys, if Clem isn't here for Final Fantasy V, I need you to remind me to ban him. It's an art gallery. Oh. I feel like that's a bad Homer Simpson drawing. Daisy. One day we'll avenge her. Well, down there looks horrifying. Clem misses the battle on the big bridge. You think I'd get to the battle on the big bridge in the first stream? So I went over... It's an NFT. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It does look like that Bored Ape thing, like somebody's drawn the Bored Ape thing in MS Paint. Well, I prefer to never acknowledge NFTs anymore. Because they were fucking stupid. So I spent last night, after I wrapped up the Jade Empire stream, going through Final Fantasy V again with the setup, and reapplying all the mods that I wanted for it. Not all of them work, but I think I'm in a position now where I'm happy with what does work. It's frustrating because, like, everything worked, and then the game... Then Square put them out on console and updated the PC versions to match the console releases, and it broke basically all of the mods. And it's annoying because what we gained in the place isn't as good. What do we got? The UI mod that I wanted doesn't work, but I was able to get one that makes it look nicer. Super Nintendo backgrounds, which look a little pixelated, but have nicer color gradient. Super Nintendo sprites. Because, like, I have not been... Okay. I have not been quiet about the fact that I do not like the Pixel Remaster character sprites. Unfortunately, there isn't an equivalent to what we did with FF6 for the characters. When I streamed FF6 Pixel Remaster, I used a mod that replaced all the character sprites with their sprites from Final Fantasy Record Keeper, which are really nice sprites. Like, you go back and look at that playthrough, and, like, the Terra sprite looks fantastic. Locke looks a lot better. Celes is great. Like, they're really nice. Yeah, I think when I do FF1, I'm probably just going to play the PSP version, but I should sit down.
2 more scramblers to go.
I should sit down and spend some time with the Pixel Remaster before I decide that definitively. Because I know the Pixel Remaster uses the original magic system, and I'm not sure how much I want to deal with that. And the PSP version does look great. FF2, though, absolutely going to do the Pixel Remaster. Because I want the rebalancing they did on that. And you like my electricity? Was bullshit. FF2. Or the FF1 magic system. Yeah, that's fair. That turned around really fucking quickly. Oh yeah? What's your interesting thingy, Flame? Okay. Overviews and covers of new books. What exactly does that mean? Much better. Right, Sam, come pick me up. Don't stream reading early access to tabletop RPGs. Uh-huh. That was one. Oh, they're shooting me again. You know, I could be into that. Like, the specific charges thing is not an idea I'm fond of. I get the point of it for tabletop. But, like, when you get to Baldur's Gate, when you're doing something like Baldur's Gate 3, and you have limited uses of magic per long rest, just like, you know, I'm probably just gonna long rest a little more. Oh yeah, definitely introduce it to Teak. Does Teak play tabletop? Does Teak have the time to be playing tabletop? He streams like 5 days a week and works the other 2 days. Cool. That's what I was after. Man, I want to try playing through Baldur's Gate 3 co-op again on stream. But like, it's difficult enough to get 2 people together. Regularly getting 3 is even harder. No. I didn't realise they were actually letting traffic through, and that's what that noise was. What a bad time to jump. Okay. Learning. Alright, cool. What has this actually gotten me? They've got that sneaky bastard in there again. I wish I was able to like, do tabletop stuff. Probably could at this point, like with Tabletop Simulator and like the various online resources you can have for playing stuff online through like Discord and stuff. But again, like groups. Groups and time. Imagine if all this stuff that we have now had been around when we were kids. And, like, we could have been doing all this stuff, like, in high school when we had the time. Hey, fuck, I got Tabletop Simulator when it was on sale. Specifically so I could do the Resident Evil board game with people. And, like, I don't even know when that's gonna be a thing to do, though. Like, I talked Clem into getting it, I bought it for Ali so she could play with us. And it's like, okay, but when are we actually going to do it? Oh, I came from this way. Alright. So even though, like, all the resources are there, because of the preparation time required in setting up with other people, I basically am still just doing stuff alone.
Johnny, it's time for your monthly check-in. Please remember that the work I did to save you is temporary. I know this is a harsh reality, but the fact is, your time is running out. The moment is approaching after which I won't be able to do anything more to help you.
Oh, you're gonna stick around with us for more Turbo Overkill? For shame, Flame. We'll see you later, buddy. Hopefully you'll be able to pop in during Final Fantasy V. You have yourself a good night. Alright, going down. It's Ninja! Take care, Flame. Ninja! Look at this. I have a chainsaw leg. I use it to slide into people. Okay, I haven't accomplished anything in this building yet. No, that's not true. I got the green key. There we go. It's honestly wild just how well this platforming controls. That was my bad. How you doing, Ninja?
Just one more to go, and we'll have scrambled those scramblers.
Awesome. Get back in my car. Meow. I already went there, so it's got to be this one. Alright, what do we got here? Nothing there. Slept well, up at a decent hour, and now you're hungry. Nice. I'm going to be here for like at least another 2 hours. You'll go and grab yourself some food before you sit down and watch properly? Like, absolutely go ahead. I'll be here. What is this? This is weird. There's a recall station on the roof, but nothing else on the roof. Yeah, it was getting a little later for me at that point, and I needed to go and do my other stuff before evening stream. There it is. That's what we're after. Honestly, I wish I could have gone longer. I was really enjoying this yesterday. Like, it's a lot of fun. And we're at the point now where they've been adding some like fun new twists to the gameplay to keep it fresh. And we're still in episode 1. Alright, we'll be here.
Bravo, sir. I am now able to locate Artifact Zero's exact position. It will be our next stop.
Awesome. Exit level. The Need for Speed. So, that is a movie title, which is like the adaptation of Need for Speed game. But the Need for Speed, I believe the line, there's a movie that very famously says it. I feel the need for speed. I can't remember what that movie is. What a great looking cityscape.
We're approaching Artifact Zero. It is moving with rapid speed.
Is it moving towards us? Because if it was moving towards us, I'd be very concerned. Oh, this is going to be nasty. Man, I hope I'm still doing this when Ninja comes back and he's like, what the fuck? What the fuck happened? Need something a little faster than that. Alright, going up. Oh, I do not feel safe here.
Monorail inbound.
Monorail? Hello? Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. Sorry, I seem to have fallen through the floor. I didn't want any of you to feel left out.
All aboard the pain train, sir.
Thank you, Sam. Well, I guess it's just you. Oh, now the party shows up. Every time you think, oh, this might be getting a little bit stale, they throw in a new level concept that's so fucking cool. They're really getting a lot of use out of this entire setting, and I love it. What does this do? New? That's not new. That's been available for ages. Hey, Teak. I had to think for a second what you were talking about. And I realised you're talking about Overwatch. Need a rewind time mechanic. You know? No, she's talking again. There's probably a shooter that has that. Honestly, because fuck you. Like, that's the thing a machine will never understand, the power of fuck you. And everyone's dead. Except that guy. But now he is. No one gets left behind. Oh. Hello. Nice. How you doing, Teak? Sleepy? Awesome. Welcome back, Ninja. No, we were jumping between cars. Like, we finished the level pretty much immediately after you left to get breakfast. And then the next level had us in a high-speed tunnel jumping along cars, and now I'm on a train. And it's like, you know what? This is fucking cool. Oh, shit. Ooh. Beautiful.
Just a few more carriages, sir. Artifact Zero is nearing the central data hub of Paradise.
You need to stop Artifact Zero before it reaches it. Pick up the pace.
You know, I'm starting to feel like my shotgun could be a little more powerful. Go down. Alright, boys, line up. Knew I'd missed one. Up until 4 AM, look for your 3DS, your power code for your 3DS, up to 18 both your 3DS and Switch, figuring out how to move all your Pokemon. Ugh. Boy, I'm glad that I don't deal with that. Because that sounds like a lot of work, and a lot of work that Nintendo has done nothing to make easier.
Heavy resistance ahead.
Good thing you got a lot
How
of
fucking
cards,
cool
huh?
was that I did that leaping around so smoothly and not taking a single hit? That was so fucking cool. And bring out the bigger gun. This isn't heavy resistance. It's chainsaw fodder. Fair enough. As long as you feel like the effort's worth it, that's what really matters. Oh, you know what? Fair enough. I take it back. Heavy resistance. There. No. Boom. Why would you put me onto the rocket launcher? Oh boy. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Uh-oh. Well. Maybe we'll do it better this time. Again, like, I've got to really give props to how well this controls. It's so fucking smooth. Like, at no point do I feel out of control. There we go, that's something more interesting. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. And I love how my minigun, my Twincendiary, is like such a legitimate heavy-duty weapon. Like, it's not just, oh, the big guys are here, break out the rocket launcher. It's like, no, no. You have options. Fuck. We're doing it again. Yep, we're doing it again. Alright, that was my bad. Ah, fuck. That second time was such a good run, and I'm not going to get it as good as that again. I know it. Nasty. Are you still alive? Right. No more messing around, let's go do the thing. Well, I don't think that went as planned.
Sir, I'm on my way. An enormous wave of hostiles are approaching your position.
Really? I think we'll prepare for them then. So playing through this, especially with, like I was saying yesterday, there's this undercurrent of cyberpunk horror that I absolutely adore. And I'm thinking, like, maybe when we're done with superhero Sundays, we will do, like, spooky Sundays and do some horror. Because I feel like we don't do enough horror on this stream anymore.
Shawnee, I want you to know that while I've not been around to witness your growth, please know that my spirit is always with you, embracing you with love and pride. From the moment you took your first breath, my heart filled with joy and a sense of duty to provide you with the tools to nurture the best version of yourself. I'd envision being there by your side, guiding you through the ups and downs of life as you chased your dreams. Unfortunately, fate had a different plan.
What am I thinking of? This music's making... Fear Effect, that's what it was. Cyberpunk horror and like fear effect absolutely sits in my head with that. What just happened? You know, that's a bad thing. Yep. Oh, crabs. It goes through the walls. Well, that's that. Unless... I think it's falling apart. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, hit it in the eye. Got it. Fucker. Really? Twice in a row? Alright, big gun. Come on, look at me. Yes!
Johnny, what the hell is going on down there? I'm losing signals all over paradise.
Sir, I'm losing control.
I think we made a mistake.
I'm afraid, Johnny. I didn't know an AI could be. Oh my god, they won. Sins control paradise. I'm reading 932,000 new biocores appearing. All communication to the outside appears to be severed. I think we're going to have to go with the nuclear option. Purge Sin from the source. I'm plotting a course to the nearest starport. And Johnny, good hunting.
That was episode 1. Runaway train, I will have my vengeance. I will have my vengeance, presumably Gladiator. My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius. Father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next. Runaway train, I don't know, that could be a bunch of things. There's probably a movie called Runaway Train. But that's the end of episode 1. And now we have an ad to run. And we're going to run that ad, and then we'll jump straight into episode 2.
The self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may
Sin
not
has
be
taken
aborted.
control.
All employees proceed to the emergency car at
There's
the
nothing
bottom
else we can do.
platform.
We're back.
What's gonna happen to us?
I don't know. Turns out destroying Artifact Zero may not have been the best idea because it seems like it released some kind of pulse that has allowed Sin to take control of everything. Well. Fuck. What? Okay. Oh no, my chainsaw leg is working good. I thought they would be like, okay, now your chainsaw leg's just broken. Episode 2, no chainsaw leg, but nah, we're all good. Alright, let's go. It's amazing how bad things go very quickly. It's impressive how accurate this thing can be when you're holding it with both hands. What she said. Chainsaw leg through the head. I don't know what I'd do if they took my chainsaw leg away from me. Oh, what do we got in here?
Robots can repair anything almost instantly. Unless that thing happens to be destroyed by an apocalyptic sin virus event. Yeah. This will take a moment, sir. My suggestion remains. Find the starport and escape paradise.
Those are kind of
Once we
big
get
for
to the Vector
nanobots.
Station, we can kill that virus once and for all.
Ooh. Is that a plasma gun? Looks like it's a plasma gun. Plasma gun. The fuck is that? God mode? Alright. Oh, God. My chainsaw leg. My wall run boots. My micro missiles. I wonder what else I'll get. Might as well oh, we can't upgrade the plasma gun? Items are magnetized toward me. What do I have in my right arm at the minute? Nothing. Alright. Look at that bad boy in. Oh, you're new. And you're probably not something I want to chainsaw. No, it doesn't look like it. Nasty bastards. Who shot me? You know, I didn't expect another upgrade. But when I was just saying, like, I could do with my shotgun being more powerful, here it is. More powerful shotgun. Bam. Abso-fucking-lutely. Increased fire rate, spread reduction with a sight added, and slight damage buff. Yeah, absolutely. What do we get for the plasma rifle? Target up to 3 enemies, continuous microwave damage. Oof. That sounds mean. This doesn't even look like the same gun anymore.
Sir, it's worse than we thought. Reports suggest Sin triggered something in Artifact Zero we didn't know about. That surge embedded Sin in every electrical device across the planet. And that very nearly included me.
I'm glad it didn't, Sam. Welcome back, Ninja. Things went bad. And now the city looks like this.
I'd feel better after killing Johnny Turbo. I mean, maybe I should have done it in a way that extracted more physical and psychological pain. A blast to the head. What was I thinking? I mean, sure, it got the job done, but what about my emotional needs, huh? I need to start looking after my well-being. But hey, if I am honest with myself, I'm going to miss those little games Johnny and I have been playing these last years. God.
He's the man up. Yeah, you know what Johnny did? Like, that's our character, Johnny Turbo. You know what Johnny did when this happened? He pulled his AI companion out of his car, plugged him into his head, and pulled out this plasma rifle from the trunk of his car. And went to work. I think he's doing fine. Gotcha. And now the goal is to get off planet to go and find the core of sin and just shut it down at the source. Stop dealing with the symptoms and cut out the disease.
Punch your holes, kids. We're entering Paradise airspace. Johnny Turbo's our primary target. Terratech execs have been trying to reach him since the surge. But wouldn't you know it, that tongueless prick's gone silent. Terratech reckon that to mean one thing. The boy's been compromised.
Oh, I've already killed Johnny once. I'm getting really good at it.
Less talk, more murder. Let's frag his ass and go home.
You Yevon? You Yevon? Where? Well, we got some guys talking a big game. One of whom is responsible for me not being entirely human anymore. The bitch that Robocopped me. Like, honestly, if we went back and watched that flashback nightmare that showed us how we became like this, she straight up Robocopped us. Shot off our hands, shot us, like, fucking repeatedly. had her goons shoot us repeatedly, and then she shot us in the head. It was straight up a RoboCop kill. And now I have a chainsaw leg. And now they're coming for me, and they probably won't listen to reason. I'm not in the mood to speak reason. And you know what they say? Payback's a bitch, and so's the woman who killed me. I have 2 shotguns. This one has a grenade launcher. I don't use it much. It didn't feel particularly heavyweight. Like, I was approaching this gun like it was the Doom Super Shotgun, and it really doesn't feel like it, so I've been using this as my standard, and, like, the Twin Incendiary is my heavy. Miss me, bitch. Boom. So in case you missed it, the reason why we've gone silent anyway is because communications off-planet have been cut off by Sin. We couldn't have talked if we wanted to. But we're still here doing the job. These micro missiles are way more useful than I would have expected.
Johnny, I want you to know that upon learning of Terratech's plans, I developed a powerful safeguard, a key, designed to prevent Terratech from weaponizing Sin. I can only pray that this was enough. I realize you may not understand my choices, but I hope one day you will. Please know that you and your future were always at the heart of my actions, and that it was all to ensure a better world for you in which to live.
Alright, let's go. Ooh. I feel like it can't really be overstated just how good this game looks. Oh, you're new. Terratech, which means there's a key nearby. Not that. How nearby is the question. Yeah, I came from there. Oh, it's an invisible wall. Yeah, I don't like that. Oh no, this is back where I was. Right. Alright. Think I have my bearings in regards to where I am and where everything else is. And the crate was over here. What goodies are we gonna get? Hacks a punch. Alright. Dashing into enemies jibs them. But that just... That's what I have the chainsaw leg for. Like, that doesn't feel all that useful. It's what I use the chainsaw leg entirely for. I mean, hell, I use the chainsaw leg to dash more than I dash. Alright.
Rejoice, for paradise is sin. But this is just the beginning.
You know, a little too pulsating for my taste. Think I'll pass. Knew there was another one around. Alright, blue key. Was that a mouth mounted onto a rocket? When entering corruption zones, all your weapons except the Mark 1 become unusable. The good news is that weapon now has unlimited ammo. Okay, so mandatory challenge zones then? Maybe the plasma gun isn't as powerful as I expected, because that guy took a lot to put down. Microwave to perfection. Alright, back to the goodies. Let's go. Yeah, with how good this game looks and how strong its art direction is, and like the lighting, the decals, everything, I feel like you wouldn't even think this is a retro style shooter until you got close to the textures and like saw how pixelated they are. Like from here, looks fantastic. Here, you realize it's a pixelated texture mesh. And it's the same with like the fire and stuff, like the fire is pixelated. To remind you. Oh, they got a crowd coming. Not even anything in there. What was fucking awesome, Ninja? More of these fucking things. Boom. Oh, those guys down with the chainsaw leg. Yeah, those are the basic fodder that can only melee you. So their entire purpose is basically to be mowed down with a chainsaw leg. And I have an upgrade on my leg. I have 2 upgrades on my leg. One which gives me 6 points of health when I chainsaw somebody. One that gives me 6 points of armor when I chainsaw somebody. So it's worth me chainsawing people. Every now and then the game gets a little bit nasty and throws in somebody with an explosive barrel into those crowds. Just to make you worry. Because, like, you can probably survive 1 explosive barrel being chainsawed. You can't really survive 2. They take off a lot of health. Did some sequence breaking to get that key. Okay. Oh, this is the objective. Alright. Is there anything else out here for me? No? Alright. Yeah, if you do end up picking this up and playing it, I do recommend remapping it to what I've done, which is to remap jump to the right stick and chainsaw dash to the left stick. Because it means pretty much all of your movement options are like on the same buttons, and you're not having to let go of the sticks to use them. You know, unless of course you're using a keyboard, in which case, like you probably got your own setups for that kind of thing. It's still kind of wild that there's an upgrade I can equip which increases the damage my chainsaw dash does. But at no point have I ever felt like my chainsaw isn't doing enough. Oh, this is where I came from. Alright. Perfect. So Ninja, when Superhero Sundays wrap up, what do you think would be a good thing to replace it with? Chainsaw in the head. Beautiful. No. But what do you think I am? Flame? Like, I'm genuinely asking, like, what do you think would be a fun idea? Because I've got ideas. Like, there's the Remedy Power Hour that I've been considering. Spooky Sundays, VR Night. Stabby Sundays where we play through the Assassin's Creed games. Like, any of those tickle your fancy? Catch me now, you stupid bastards. I feel like VR wouldn't last that long, honestly. There's only a few games I really want to show off in VR. Really? You think so? Because I feel like we don't do maybe enough horror stuff. Yeah, with the VR stuff, most of what I would want to do is like RE4 VR, Arkham Shadow, which I unfortunately found out that the planned sequel that they had in development has been cancelled because Meta isn't They're downscaling their VR department. So we're not going to get a sequel to Arkham Shadow, which is a real shame, because I really enjoyed Arkham Shadow and would love to see an expansion built upon it. Not like an expansion, but with a sequel expand upon it. But yeah, that, maybe Doom 3, Jedi Outcast, Jedi Academy, Iron Man VR maybe, like some crossover in some of these ideas. But it wouldn't be a huge amount of stuff. Saturday morning Sundays, what a stupid name. I love it. Games based on Saturday morning cartoons. You're really just desperate to get me to play the Spider-Man animated series game, aren't you? Okay. Well, that's terrifying. Yeah, I think Remedy Power Hour could be a lot of fun. And that one has a clear stopping point for us, which is nice. It's not just go until I decide not to do anymore. I would have to buy Alan Wake 2. And we would be starting with Max Payne, like we wouldn't be doing the racing game they did before Max Payne. But yeah, I do like the idea of the Remedy Power Hour, specifically because it has a stopping point. Like we do Max Payne 2, I think Quantum Break after that? No, Max Payne 2, Alan Wake. What the fuck am I thinking? Then Quantum Break, then Control, then Alan Wake 2. And then it's done. Max Payne 2 was so fucking good. Like, I really, really do want to play Max Payne 2 on stream. I need to go through the first one anyway, again, because the archive, I uploaded the wrong video, and we now don't have part 1 of the Max Payne playthrough on the archive. I don't know that that's even a real thing, Teak.
This contingency thereafter better be worth the price of admission. Just one more data set to go.
Do we let Teratech know that we got the first one?
No, we wait till we've got all the pieces before we proceed.
I think he's been here, eh?
And,
You got it, boss man.
meet us at the second data array when you're finished.
Johnny! Where's Johnny?
I'm gonna fucking show you where Johnny is. Is all the DLC out now?
Don't be traveling paradise with that. Upgrade now.
Perfect. Excellent. Yeah, I've got it on my PS5 wishlist. In fact, I should be able to just look it up on my phone. Which version of it I have on the PS5 wishlist. I don't think it's currently on sale. There is. I'll make 2 deluxe edition. This thing was down to like £16 not that long ago, and I didn't get it. Let's see. Digital base game, expansion pass, which gets you Night Springs expansion, Lake House expansion, Crimson Windbreaker for Saga, Celebrity Suit for Alan, Classic Alan Wake outfit for Alan, Parliament Shotgun skin for Alan, Lantern Charm for Saga. You only get them if you have the deluxe on PC. Fuck that. Like, I'm gonna get it on PS5 just so I can assume that there's no technical issues. Because those system requirements are like, my PC's probably gonna run kind of hot doing that. So, yeah. But also, it being exclusive to Epic, you know what? I don't want to do that. But yeah, I should have bought it when it was on sale last year. It was like £16. Shield shotgunners can take a lot more damage. The shield has 1 weakness, the secondary fire of the shotgun. Alright. Nice. Definitely burns your PC up. That's fair. I was at a point a while ago, like a few years ago, especially after I got my PC, where I was like, I just want everything on one system. I want to just own everything on one system. And now it's just like, I'll just own stuff on the most convenient system.
Jazz, you know, I've always believed you've got so much more potential than you've been allowed to demonstrate.
That's what I've been telling Moin Ripper.
Your situation is a classic case of others holding you back because they feel threatened by you.
You think? I mean, I just always try to do my best to help my street cleaner crew in any way that I can.
Jazz, my boy, I think you are about to discover just what you're capable of. This is going to be your time to shine.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. I have big plans for you. After we put this sin problem to rest. Get out of here. I got work to do.
Alright. Yeah, like, we're absolutely past the point of PC Master Race being a thing. It was kind of touch and go in the last generation anyway, with how often ports would be, like PC ports would be just garbage. PC could be the best platform, undeniably the best platform. But a lot of the games that are being put on it that are originally released for console are getting, like, low-effort ports and shit. Plus, with the ever-increasing power everything demands, the advantage of consoles just working is becoming, I think, more and more apparent. And I feel like buying a console secondhand for a reasonable price, if you need to buy secondhand, which is more and more a thing these days, especially because they just keep raising the prices. Oh, they put a wall behind me. Like, it's a lot more reasonable than buying a PC secondhand, because that's just not really a thing you do. Too much can go wrong before you even notice it in that regard. It's like, there's a similar thing with, I have Indiana Jones and the Great Circle on my PS5 wishlist. I could get it on PC, but, you know, I don't want to fuck around with it. They put in all this unnecessary shit that's gonna absolutely make the PC run way hotter than I'd like. Just put it on console. Yeah, absolutely. Ever-increasing costs of everything now. That's new. Ray tracing, like, such a fucking waste of resources. Like, if the concept of ray tracing isn't necessarily a bad idea, and when it's done right, it can look nice. But the power cost for it is absolutely not worth it. Plus, like, do we really need things to be in a higher resolution than 1080p? The amount of overhead I save on PC games just because I don't run anything at higher than 1080p. Boom. Yeah, that's another thing, this fucking artificial upscaling. It's like, hey, these games are becoming too demanding for us to... Fucking hell. These games are becoming too demanding for us to run them on current generation hardware. 1080p 60, and people want to run them at higher. So we have to create these subroutines and programs that allow the system to fake that it looks better. Like this whole thing that's been going on with DLSS 5. Is it 5? Yeah. And it's like, is it necessary? Like, do your games need to look better, or could you just maybe do a better job with your art design? It is 5, yeah. I mean, I'm still of the opinion that I don't need 60 FPS. I don't need even a particular frame rate. As long as the frame rate I'm getting is stable. That's all I want. Like, 30's always been fine for me. But, like, I grew up on... Oh, there's another one. I grew up on, like, the PlayStation and Nintendo 64. I'm used to seeing lower than that. And I'm fine with it. We probably shouldn't aim lower than 30. But, like, I'm fine with a 20 FPS game. As long as it's stable, I don't care. I could lower this to 30. I have to turn off VSync for that, what? I'll play games just as they come.
you demonstrate some fucking loyalty, not be a dumbass, and trust that my plan is one that will make things better on Paradise. I mean, if it'll make things better, I'm all in. What do I have to do? Whatever you're fucking told. Ha! Okay!
So, like, you want to talk about weird frame rates? Here's one for you. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle, when it launched on PS3, it's a fighting game on the PS3, and it's a fucking great fighting game. Take a guess what the frame rate was for it. Was it 24? I was thinking it was 15. It might have been 24. It fucking wasn't 30. You know what? Let me check real quick. Let me make sure I've got this right. Is JoJo anime LGBTQ? Okay, what was the number? I'm hearing 30, but I'm sure it was lower than that. But it also really doesn't help that most of what I'm seeing here is specifically about the remaster, which runs at 60 on everything but Switch. PS3. Okay, apparently it's 30. I remember hearing it was less than that. Maybe it is 30. In a fighting game. I remember the days before I even noticed frame rate. I could play Ocarina of Time back in the day and it'd slow down on actual hardware. And I would not notice. Now I notice and I hate it. I hate that I notice. I don't hate that it has frame rate issues, I hate that I noticed that it has frame rate issues. At some point there's the possibility that we'll do Earth Defense Force for daylight shooting time. And if we do, I want to do the one I started with, which was Earth Defense Force 2017 Portable on the Vita. But for the sake of the stream, unless I set up my PSTV, we'll be doing the Xbox 360 release, the original release. And that game's got frame rate issues. But it's so fucking fun. I need to go up there and say hello. Where am I going from here? Doom. Doom on Switch. If I ever play through Doom... Yeah. If I ever play through Doom 2016 again, oh, there we are. I want to play through the Switch version. To show just how playable it really is. Because it's a really good port. It's capped at 30, but it plays really nicely. And even with dynamic resolution scaling, like, it still looks good. It looks fine. Doesn't look as good as the other versions. But, like, it's an impressive port job, and capping at 30 with dynamic resolution scaling, like, it plays fine. It's a damn good way to play Doom portable. At this point, I set the stream to 60 FPS and just roll with it. Because if a game runs at 30, then that at least goes into 60 fairly smoothly. I think. You're just getting like one frame like every two refreshes instead of one. So you shouldn't get any frame jitter or anything like that. But I think, like, we've all been on the internet long enough, we've all seen videos enough, we've seen people play this stuff enough, that, like, if a retro game, someone playing a retro game has that issue, like the Sonic Shield. The Sonic 2 Shield is always the one that I think of immediately, or the Sonic 2 water animation in, like, Chemical Plant Zone. Like, if it happens, it happens. I think we're all just willing to accept that that happens when we're watching somebody play them. But yeah, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, I'd like to pick up at some point. I have it on my PS4 wishlist. I had it on my Steam wishlist and I took it off. Rocket launcher only, huh? There we go. Nasty. Jacks up the bit rate, jacks up the VOD file size for lots, comment at a 16-bit game. That's fair enough. You could also, like, stream it at a lower resolution because, like you say, it is a 16-bit game. Let's give the boomer a shot. Yeah, I still feel underwhelmed by this. How many of you fuckers is there? Hmm. Alright, we have an ad coming up, so, like, I was going to wait until we finished that combat encounter, but we died. I like pausing combat encounters. You get into the flow of it and, like, you just ruin it that way. But we have an ad coming up, we'll run this ad, and then we'll come back with more Turbo Overkill. No. Shed. And we're back. And things were going good during yesterday's Turbo Overkill stream, because it was always like, we're back, success. It was all positive. It was great. You know what? Why am I not just using my big gun? I feel like the game auto-switching me to the rocket launcher when I run out of ammo for anything is a mistake. Like, there's a reason Doom never did that. Like, OG Doom, if you ran out of ammo for anything, it would never switch you to the rocket launcher, even if you had no ammo for anything else. Well, that just went much better. But yeah, it would not surprise me if at some point I run out of ammo and the game auto switches me to the rocket launcher and I blow myself up. Some switches can be short. Alright. This feels like a mistake. It worked. Make sure you do it while looking fucking cool. You know it. Yeah. Come on, no, there's more than just one of you. Really, just the two? Beautiful. Bet you it's down here. Yep, there it is. Is this one going to be worth anything to me? Pinata.
Psst. Johnny. Hey, over here. Here's Johnny.
Alright, I'm going to kill you now. Guys are the bounty hunter with an ability called Turbo Time. My name is Johnny Turbo. Why do I not have Turbo Time? Allows him to move with rapid speed and avoid taking damage, use environmental hazards to hurt him. You also light him on fire to stop him in Turbo Time. Alright. Let's burn this Australian prick.
You in pain or about to be best friends? Okay, man. Okay, chill.
No, burn.
That's all you got? Come on, fight. Hold up. Hold up. You're too slow.
Yeah, that's not what your mum thought last night.
That's all you got? Come on, fight! Hold up! Hold up! I'm gonna fuck you all the way to hell and back!
Hear about that? Bitch. What a pretty mouth you have. Actually going at turbo time. Damage output's increased. Nice. What do you think, Ninja? Did I say it? It's turbo time! We have fun here. We have fun here at the mecha-chrono stream. I feel like not enough people appreciated when he said, "Alright dude, just chill," and I was like, "No, burn." Like, that was good. That was a good line, and I feel like nobody appreciated it. So I need you all to go back and appreciate it. There's a thing though, like, we're playing as a character called Johnny Turbo. Why was Turbo Time not just an ability we had? Alright, back up. Don't just become the Turbo guy. Look, if my mother calls me Johnny Turbo, I want to be able to go Turbo, or I want Turbo to not exist. And I want some other joker to be able to do it. But they stole. Maybe I could do it all along, but they stole it. Maybe. Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. These guys are bouncing me all over the goddamn place. There you go. They don't call me the Rocket Man for nothing. Three shots, 3 kills. Microwaved. Okay, I was going to say something, but now we got one of these. One of the big guys with 2 shield nukes? No, just 1 shield, dude. Alright. Once this guy's dead, I'm gonna, like, pull out the rocket launcher. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I don't use the rocket launcher enough. What am I running away for? I have a chainsaw leg. Perfect. I honestly cannot emphasize just how well this game controls. Excuse me. No survivors. Yeah, maybe I will do the Remedy Power Hour next. Because that does have a clear start-stop point. Rather than just being a loose theme where I'll just keep going until I decide we're done for a while and then come back to it later. Because, like, we will come back to Castlevania and Superhero Sunday. There's still plenty of stuff for both of them. I hope Alan Wake 2 goes on sale again soon, though. Alright, we've probably got time for one more level. I killed everybody. There were no survivors. There was one, it was you. Well, then we'll have to fix that, won't we? That's brutal. That's honestly brutal. You have Roombas? Hmm. The Roombas explode. That's not... Who thought that was a good design decision when they were writing the blueprints for those things? Aww. Whoever this is supposed to be, they're very tall. Wonder where I'm going. Yeah, after the Remedy Power Hour, maybe we'll do Spooky Sundays or some such. Maybe we'll do Stabby Sundays, I don't know. Because Stabby Sundays also have a good stopping point, because I've said, like, Assassin's Creed 1 to Syndicate. I don't want to do any of the RPG ones. And I'm also not going to do any of the spin-offs. Which means, no, there would never be a stream of Assassin's Creed Bloodlines. There would never be a stream of Assassin's Creed Altair's Chronicles. Probably wouldn't even do Liberation. Like, Liberation was cool to play on the Vita, but the entire appeal of it was that it was played on the Vita, I think. I didn't enjoy the way they handled the story of it. I can live with this. I think the Twin Incendiary is probably my favourite weapon. It's so good. Yeah, maybe I should, like, start making clear stopping points for some of these themes. Like, the Year of RPGs has a stopping point. It's the end of the year, and I've got a specific list of games for it. That sounds like a good idea. Transforms it into an assault rifle. Massive damage at a slower fire rate. Primary fire also receives an upgrade, dealing double damage at point-blank range. Nice. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, the Year of RPGs has a clear stopping point. It's the end of the year. And I have a list of, like, a limited number of games anyway. That's pretty nice. I like it. The conveyor belt was going the opposite direction. I didn't expect that when I landed on it. In hindsight, I probably should have, though. A year of roguelike? Ugh. Honestly, no. I really don't want to. Get very tired of that very quickly. Like, I sat down with the idea of daylight shooting time, and I went through all the games on that I have on Steam that I would be willing to do for it. And I came away with like, okay, no roguelikes. No roguelikes, no roguelites, no RPGs. The game has to be about the shooting. So that immediately made stuff like Nightmare Reaper and Deus Ex a no-go. Is this the first splice? The augment terminal that I've found since I got that last augment? Oh, cool. That's what it does. Alright. I wanted to equip that anyway. I wonder what will go into my right arm. Like, don't get me wrong, I should go back and do more of Hades. The Hades situation was, like, honestly just kind of ridiculous. I played that game, and I did it for like 5 hours. And I wanted to just keep playing more. And I was like, I wanted to play more in my spare time. I was like, no, I'm streaming it. No, we don't do any more of it outside of stream. And then, like, I don't even remember what happened. I just never ended up streaming it again. And it's not because I didn't want to. Because I did really enjoy Hades. Your off-stream game? I did see you playing it last night when you were not playing Final Fantasy XI on stream. I was there, I was ready to just like sit and chat while you played Final Fantasy XI for a few hours, and you just weren't there. I was like, oh, Hades fighting the final boss. Like, okay. I don't think I've entirely lost my concept of time. I'm pretty sure yesterday was Tuesday. Do I have anything for my head? Yeah, alright. No, I don't want that. I want right arm, don't I? What's this? Perfect. Didn't like start stream late night. Yeah, but you also didn't say that you didn't post and your Teak is going to be late or not streaming chat. So I'm there like, it's 1:30. Where is Teak? Oh well. This man checks the Discord. You said on Sunday you wouldn't be on Tuesday? Not in the Discord, you didn't. That man's behind a shield. How do I kill him? Can I kill him? Ooh. At the end of stream Sunday, You didn't say it on Discord though, I checked. Like, it doesn't really matter, it was just a case of like, yeah, I was available. Gives you an overview of how a week look. That's great. I am, I think, currently 5 hours behind Teak. I am usually 6 hours behind Teak. It is a rare day where I'm there at the end of a Teak stream. Man, I would have watched you stream Ninja. I would have sat down and been like, what's Ninja playing? I do not want to mess around there. Yeah, only great if you're there at the end of stream on Sunday night, which I'm not, because usually for me that's like 4 AM, 5 AM. What's this room about? That seems like a point of no return. Good thing I remembered I can do that. You go back to the VOD to see if he said anything at the end. That's not good. What you... Oh, you're still streaming KOTOR, aren't you? I was like, what are you even streaming on Saturdays at the minute? It's like, you're still doing KOTOR. Well, maybe I'll stream on Saturday then after Klim finishes it. You should get on KOTOR, Ninja. Good Star Wars experience for you. You're just iffy about doing RPGs? That's fair. Well, good news I have is that Klim bought Baldur's Gate 3 on PS5. But Baldur's Gate 3 has crossplay. So we could probably consider, like, no guarantee, but we could consider maybe trying to set up a 4-person party playthrough to do on Sundays. Maybe. Oh, hey, it's one of those droids from Rogue One. And then that'll get Ninja back into RPGs. That was really underwhelming. I was expecting that to be a drag-out fight, and he just went down like a bitch. Oh, this is new. Okay, I don't think this is a good idea. Okay. Now you fight like 8 of them. Apparently not. I was expecting something else to happen and it didn't. Also, we just looked at our hand to put it in there in the cutscene, and those markings on the back weren't there. And I bring that up, not because, like, I know for a fact the markings weren't put on there by that machine. Those markings have been there for the rest of the game. They just weren't there during that cutscene. Oh, that feels weird. I don't know how I feel about any of this. Where am I going? Back up. how much of a douche you look like to oncomers. It's like, cool. Doesn't matter. Spider-Man. Okay. So where's the crate then? Oh, there it is. What do you got for me? Biograpple? Fucking what? You know, I don't feel like I'm going to use the grapple that much on enemies. Like, I feel like pulling myself towards them, kind of a mistake. Plus, I have to take my finger off, I have to take my thumb off the right analog stick to use the grapple hook, so it's not ideal.
TerraTech Corporation, the benevolent behemoth that wants us to believe they are our corporate savior. The hard truth is that their interests lie far from the well-being of the people. They parade their achievements, their innovations, but behind the shiny facade lies a sinister reality. You see, TerraTech birthed Sin, an artificial intelligence program that was meant to enhance our lives, to revolutionize our existence. But what they didn't tell us was that Sin has become a monster. A beast unleashed upon our city, co-opting the very infrastructure designed to support our daily needs. Think about it. Our transportation and biocores on which we rely, the power grids that illuminate our nights, are all under threat from Sin's insidious influence as it manipulates and controls, while TerraTech turns a blind eye.
Anyway. What was I saying?
I watch you unblinking. I see your rage, and I do not turn away. I see your tongue rendered silent. I see the scream trapped within you. Surrender to Sin. Become one with infinity. And I will give you a voice. Scream together with me.
Sorry, machine lady, that's not my kink. I have to get up there for it. Yeah, fuck it. Alright, I think I'm getting the hang of this. Yeah, that didn't. None of that felt right. Hey, those are hurty floors. Two of them. never over, is it? Gotcha. We done? The fuck even are these? Bam! End of level. Once again, everybody is dead. This is really fun. You can browse through custom maps. How fucking ridiculous is this? Oh, man. That's crazy. You remain because I allow it, Ninja. So we're... I don't even know. Maybe halfway through episode 2? Maybe. This is still a recommend from me. Like, this is genuinely really fun. Absolutely loving it. I'm not fond of the grappling hook, but just because of the button use. If I was playing this on mouse and keyboard, it might be better. But I'm having to remove my thumb from the right analog stick to aim the grapple hook. And the issue with that is then I can't turn. And I don't need the grapple hook as much as I need the jump or the chainsaw slide, so I'm keeping those maps to the analog sticks. And my shoulder buttons are not really available either, so... yeah. Make do with it. But yeah, this is great. I'm really enjoying this. I posted the trailer for Final Fantasy V on the Discord last night. Final Fantasy V is the next RPG we're doing. I do want to keep this idea up of posting the trailer of whatever the next game we're doing for a specific segment is. So that people who don't know what it is can look it up, like just see it there and get an idea of it. There are no good trailers for Final Fantasy V. Like the Pixel Remaster trailer that I posted, shit. Absolute garbage. The best trailer I found that was official was the trailer for the old Android, the old mobile version that looks awful. But it's also worth bearing in mind, that the trailer looks bad because that version of the game looked bad. But it was a better presentation of the game, it was a better representation of what the game is. But it's funny because the character is clearly named Bart, but in the trailer, they have, like, when the character names fly by, not even in-game, like, when the character names fly by in the CG-rendered trailer, they labeled him as Butts, which is a mistake. The best actual trailer I found was a fan-made trailer for the Super Nintendo version, which I didn't post because I felt like I didn't want to give people the chance to talk about the name Butts. Which is what the name's localized. It was what the name was translated as in the original Final Fantasy V fan translation. It was translated as Butts. And I don't think there was... I forget what it was localized as in the PS1 release of Final Fantasy V. It might still have been Butts. He wasn't named Bart officially in the West until, I think, Final Fantasy V Advance. But yeah, there's that. I already have in mind what I'm going to do after Turbo Overkill is done. Once we're done, I will tell you, and there'll be a trailer posted in the Discord for it, so you can check it out if you don't know what it is. And more Amazing Spider-Man to come on Sunday. And after that, I think, like I say, we're probably going to do one more superhero game. It'll be a DC game. And I'm thinking NES Batman. But that's going to pretty much do it for us today. I want to thank everybody for joining the stream. I always really appreciate the support. Big special thank you to everyone in chat. Chat is always the best part of the stream. Clem, Flame, Teak, Ninja, Panda, thank you so much for joining me and keeping me company. We will be back tonight. Later today with Final Fantasy V. Probably, I think, the most anticipated overall game of the year of RPGs. The one that the most people would be interested in seeing. I know everybody's got, like, certain games here and there that I've said that I'll do that they're also interested in. Like, Ninja, you're interested in Dragon Age Origins, and Teak is interested in seeing me do Golden Sun. Chance will probably be interested in seeing me do Dragon Quest VIII. Flame, I know Flame's interested in seeing me do Alpha Protocol. But I think overall, the most numbers are probably on Final Fantasy V, just because it's Final Fantasy. It's always the case. But yeah, that is pretty much it. So we'll be back later. One more button press. Very good. Yeah, so with that, there's not really much else to say except thank you all for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic time of day, and take care. We'll catch you next time, guys. Bye.